right, I think we should be up and running. Let's check the YouTube real quick. I'll give it just a couple minutes before we rock and roll here. Let's say something in the chat. All right. We are going to start this draft. Got 5 people on here. Let me know who all's watching. I'm curious. All right, I want to see you get 30. All right, I'm going to pause it real quick just to make sure everyone can get in, and then we will rock and roll. Going to be picking from the 110 here. Gavin went ahead and got Justin Jefferson right away. Going to give it just a couple minutes, and then we will rock and roll. Will Fuller, welcome. Good to see you. Are you in? I believe you're in, right? Are you the 49ers team? Yep, there we go. The 103. Love to see it. So I've been trying to figure out how the best way is to do these live streams or to set up these drafts. And I'm not too sure if there's anything better than what we got going right here. But I also don't know what I want to do for this draft. All right, I'll give it one more minute here, and then we will rock and roll. I feel like I might go a little bit off of what I usually do, just because I've done so many mock drafts, and the same teams can get a bit repetitive. Hello, Elliot. I'm just giving everyone an extra minute to make sure that we're good. But now, well, if you're ready, everyone's ready, so we might as well start it, right? All right, well, it's getting resumed then. All right, good, peace. All right, let's rock and roll. Five, four. Let's see if Jack gets a pick in here. Jamar Chase going at the number 2. If you guys watch my stuff, you know I'm not as high on Jamar Chase as most people are. Will, I'm going with Bijan at the 103. I like it. I like it. I like it. I'm going to go ahead and pull up my rankings as well. CMC 104. If you are the 104 and you are watching, let me know who you are. I don't know if I know off the top of my head. Tyler? Okay. Cooper Kupp going at the 105. Let me know what you guys think about Cooper Kupp, because I am very intrigued to see how this injury plays out with what all's been going on, because he has been obviously on every side of the spectrum as far as amazing to not playing. But I have him in my top 5, but I don't know if he's nearly as reliable as everyone else. So I'm intrigued to see what goes down with Cooper Kupp this year. Let's see, what are the cheat sheets saying here? Kelsey goes at the 107, or the 106, I apologize. Bijan falls to the 15th pick here. Whew, we got RBs going all over the place. Let's go ahead. I want to start with RB again. Kelsey's gone, so I'm not going to go with Kelsey. I'm going to go with Taylor. Maybe. There we go. I believe I got him. Oh, never mind. My pick goes late. Let's see what it gave me. Gave me Diggs. That was who I was going to take as my second option, so that's all right. Eli. No. Eli. I am so disappointed. I am so disappointed. You getting that too? Well, Justin Fields just went, so he sniped you. No, Justin Fields just went. Lions, typical Amon-Ra pick. Predictable. Let's see if Jahmyr Gibbs goes. You're 6 picks away. Doubling up on running back. Or wide receiver, excuse me. All right, well, let's make sure we jump on this a little bit more here. All right, cool. So Jonathan Taylor falls to us either way. Let's see if we actually get our pick in. There we go. Starting with Diggs and Taylor. I like Diggs. I liked him last year. I like him this year. I feel like because of the early drama that started right away with Diggs, people are all over the place with what they think about him. So Henry goes. Garrett Wilson goes. First and goal right in front of me. I don't know who that is. I feel like I should be able to figure it out. That's got to be Ethan Lincoln. It's got to be Ethan Lincoln. Love Chase this year as long as Burrow is healthy. Sean. Yep. I've been talking to you about this guy before. We'll see. I do agree that he could be. I mean, he could certainly finish on top if he gets the volume that he has, but I think that's a bit uncertain compared to previous years. So we'll see. Buddy's on auto pick right now. Let's see if he wants in. Doubling up on 2 very good receivers. Tyler, you're up. Tyler takes. The suspense. Devontae Adams. Double wide receiver. We got 3 teams with double wide receivers so far. Thoughts on Garrett Wilson? I was higher on him before, and then I feel like he rose like 15 spots on the ADP. So now I'm not nearly as high on him as I was before. I feel like you could get him at a huge discount, looking at like end of the second round potentially in 12-man leagues, which would be a steal. But now there's just no shot that you get him then. So I mean, I don't dislike him. That's for sure. Yeah. Eli, you owe everyone an apology in here for taking Justin Fields. I did 3 times. You didn't answer. You got Cup and Adams right now. No, not at all. Jamar Chase, interesting. Jack Houck goes with 2 receivers that I don't really love. It boggles my mind that people are wasting a pick on Higgins, Waddle, and Smith. I love Ridley. Ridley's very good. I agree. What did you say? Yeah, he's pretty low. Tyler, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Tyler.
Ready for some action.
Sharps goes triple running back here to start. That's wild. It is your turn.
I still don't understand. I can see more than these 4
You look at anyone you want. Running backs, wide receivers. You probably want a running back now, I'm guessing. Or not. But you do have 8 seconds, so.
Give me Ridley.
Did you snag him in time? I'm assuming you got him in time. Yep, got him in time. Buddy's on auto pick, by the way. Triple wide receiver. Neil would be proud of you.
I was planning on getting 2 running backs, and then I had this sort of auto pick twice. So.
All right, we're gonna be looking at what here? Devonta Smith goes. Thoughts on Jerry Jeudy? Love Jerry Jeudy. Love Jerry Jeudy, especially with the 2 receivers that are now injured on the Broncos. I feel like Jeudy is going to be massive. I mean, massive this year. Josh Allen goes. We're looking at ETN. We're looking at. Oof. Who went here? Higgins is the top projected. That's a joke. Gotta be a joke, right? Gotta be a joke. Typically, I would be looking running back. I want to try some different stuff this draft. So we are going to go with Amari Cooper here. If we can get him off, because our connection is not really working. Did I get him? I did get him. All right. I like Deshaun Watson coming back this year with Cooper. I feel like we obviously are going to have a bit of a sketchy running back situation this year. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens with Jonathan Taylor, but the running backs are crazy now. All right. So at this point, let's continue with the trend that we're going for here. We're going to continue to try something different and just see what happens when we don't target multiple running backs in the first 4 rounds. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to go with what I just said. Love Jerry Jeudy. I feel like my receivers are all 3 very reliable, so I'm not worried about my receivers, that's for sure. Drake London. I just don't see a world where T. Higgins should be going ahead of Drake London, personally. Our wide receiver 2, who doesn't have like a huge upside versus Drake London, who's a wide receiver 1. He's the only guy on his team and just has all the potential in the world. Mahomes goes. Jace is covering the whole board. Ooh, he's got the sneaky Kelsey Mahomes stack. Mahomes at the 406 is, probably as late as you'll see them go. I can't believe Hurts hasn't gone yet. I'm shocked that Buddy, knowing he had A.J. Brown, would pass up Hurts on that stack. But as a Packers fan, it's tough to let Aaron Jones go, I suppose. There goes Tyler with Hurts. I don't know if he heard me. Hurts at the 408 is as far as he'll fall. Deontay Johnson, I am indifferent about Deontay Johnson at best. I don't think he'll be spectacular again. Obviously, he can go nowhere but up from where he did last year, but I don't think that Deontay Johnson is really the answer to save your fantasy teams, to say the least. I think he's a good option if you go early running backs, but like if you go for several receivers early, then you get Johnson too. I just don't really feel like you're getting like any upside from a wide receiver 3 when you already have such good receivers at that point, if that makes sense. But it's just personal preference with what you really want. Hawk goes at the 411. Keenan Allen. Interesting. Well, with the ultra counselor lineup, you gotta love it. You got to love it. You would be proud. Very, very, very good team. Good depth. Built for the playoffs. Can't complain at all. Cannot complain. So now we're going to be looking. This is where, yep, so this is exactly what you're going to deal with if you choose to go this late for running backs. A lot are going to fall. A lot are going to fall off the board, I should say. Tyler, do you want to shut this door right here?
Yeah, I'm good. I didn't mean to draft Hurts either.
Did you not?
No.
I was just complimenting you on your Hurts pick.
I totally meant to. Oh,
Totally
man.
meant to. This is the latest I've ever seen him drop in drafts, if I'm being honest.
Well, I'm hoping to get Pierce right now, so.
Well, Pierce is already gone.
What?
You could have gotten Pierce before if you didn't draft Hurts.
Yeah, I was trying to get the next one.
Right. I got you. That's the risk you take. It's a risk you take. You didn't want it to be considered a reach. That's what we were talking about before.
I'm on the clock.
15, 14, 13. I would give it 5 seconds too because the buffering is pretty. We got a quarterback run going here. Yep, Tyler and I are going to be very good examples of what happens if you don't take running backs early. That's for sure. Would you take?
Are you going wide?
Would you take Madison?
Yeah.
Okay. Madison should be safe. Am I going wide? I am going wide receiver heavy. Wide receiver heavy with some guys I'll potentially like. This is a very interesting quarterback situation. Obviously, we started with Fields, which was ridiculous. Joke pick. Josh Allen at 308 is probably about where he'll go. Mahomes at the 406 and Hurts at the 408 is pretty dang late. DeAndre Swift season. I'm good, bro. How are you? Thanks for joining. Tyler, we have a whopping 5 viewers watching right now. You could say the stream is getting pretty rowdy. First and Goal sponsored by Mountain Dew. Let's see if who I want falls to me here. Oh, this is going to be interesting. This is going to be very interesting.
Are we going the whole way? Drafting all the way through?
Oh, we're drafting all the way through. All right, send it. Let's go with Kenneth Walker. That's who I was hoping would fall. I feel like if you go no running backs early and you can get Kenneth Walker, especially as your running back 2, I feel like you're going to be okay. You're going to be very okay. Sean, your boy Deontay's still out there. He is still out there. Sean, are you in this draft? Ads popping up all over the place.
Terry.
I've just now realized what's going on here. Eli not only decided to screw up the draft with drafting Justin Fields first, but then he proceeded to draft DJ Moore and Khalil Herbert with his 3rd and 4th picks, also for the Bears. Good job, Eli. Good job. When you get last place this year and are punished, we'll come back to this live stream. Lions fan, did you ever have the chance? No, you didn't have the chance to go Jahmyr Gibbs. For sure would have. Trevor Lawrence goes along with George Kittle. It's a very fascinating draft. I just don't feel this is kind of sneaky.
I know it. I know who you're gonna get.
He took Travis and Mahomes. Sneaky quarterback tight end stack. You know who I'm gonna get?
Yeah.
J.K. Dobbins goes. Who am I gonna take? Who am I gonna take?
I'll show it behind the screen here. You can read that.
Oh frick! I misclicked. I misclicked. Deontay, just load for me. Just load for me.
Really? That's not what I thought.
There we go. All right, he fell. I'm kind of shocked he fell this late. Who'd you think?
Oh, you already had 2 running backs.
Who'd you think I'd take?
Javante.
Oh yeah.
You should have taken Javante.
He fell a little bit later.
Now I don't know who the heck my RB2 is going to be. Kamara.
This is what happens, folks. This is exactly what happens.
I wish I had Damian Pierce right now, but that's okay.
At this point, if I were you, I would probably look to go for Montgomery or Pacheco. I mean, in a little bit, you can take a home run swing on Dalvin Cook, assuming he'll probably get drafted somewhere. My 1 or 2 picks. Went with Kamara. They just get suspended for the first 3 games of the season.
I mean, you beat someone up, and almost kill a man. You can't be expected to play, suspended 4 games. I mean, that's unreasonable.
That's absolutely right. That's another topic to talk about. How are we feeling about only a 3-game suspension?
The dude had only minor head trauma, okay? It was minor, and he couldn't see out of his left eye for a month. Okay?
Right. Exactly right. Exactly right. DeAndre Swift season. Just finished my $50 PPR draft. I'm not sure how I feel about the team. Oh well. Who'd you get? Let me know. I'll let you know how I feel about your $50 team. That's exciting though. Also, let me know when you guys think is the best time to do drafts, because everyone has different opinions on it. See, when you're sitting like me and you just took so many receivers, you are forced to take a receiver that's not even going to be in your lineup. and you don't have running back depth, and you don't have Travis Kelce, and you don't have an elite quarterback. So it's like
Who said Swift season?
you essentially have nothing.
Some say Swift season.
You better pick him. Swift season. Did you get him?
Hopefully.
Yes, you did. I never know. This draft is all glitchy.
Swift season.
All right, who are we looking at here?
Is Addison? Let's go. Is Addison suspended for driving?
No,
Mock 2?
he just had to save his dog.
Oh, sorry.
His dog had an emergency for driving. Jace's auto pick on David Montgomery was a pretty good pick.
But his team sucks.
I won't lie. And Pacheco goes too. Wow. The wannabe first and goal is now about to miss their pick. So many ads. So many ads. Miss their pick. We're committed to the strategy at this point. So we're just gonna keep it cooking.
How the heck did
I like
Austin
Burks.
Eckler fall to you at 9?
To me?
Yeah.
Let's look. Did he really?
Yeah.
Please tell me I. Oh, he fell to the fake me.
Oh.
The fake me. See, that's what I was telling. There's been some drafts where he actually has fallen really, really far.
He's got a way better team than you.
Why? Because he has Austin Eckler.
And Derrick Henry, come on now. You have Amari Cooper.
Amar Med. So here's what we're going to do. We are going to go ahead and stack Amari Cooper and the massage master Deshaun Watson and make the dream team. That's what we're going to do. Could be a sneaky stack this year, but we'll see. We will see. Laporta, gotta love good old Lions fan, reaching in the 8th round for Laporta. Can't complain.
My phone's not going to make it.
Amari over DK. Thank you. I agree 1,000,000%. Mr. Kitty knows what I'm doing. Prescott goes right after me. Maybe I stole Watson from him. Who knows? Yeah, I just feel like with DK, there's 2 other good, like above average receivers around him. And I don't think Geno Smith can replicate what he did last season. Tyler, how you feeling about your team, man? Talk to me.
You know.
Well, you got to make a pick. Why don't you make a pick first,
Yeah,
and then you can talk. TJ says he's been sniped like 20 times already. Well, we have several people who either watch me or who watch the counselor, both of which probably replicate a lot of the same ideas and the same players. So it makes sense that there's going to be a lot of people taking a lot of people's picks. I won't lie. But
who else do they replicate the picks of?
Me. And the fantasy football counselor, which is who is similar to me. I will explain that. No, he's a professional YouTuber.
Oh, is that the one you posted in your story?
No, that's the one that posted me on their story.
Okay, sorry.
Get it right, please. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, but ultimately, that means everyone is. Yes, you are one of them. You are one of them. How many rounds deep are we going? 15? Okay. Pause. We'll just forget that happened. 4 people auto picking at this point. One of which is the one who just decided to take Bears players. That really betters the group. Good. 8 people on the live stream. What's up, guys? I am less than 2 weeks away from all of my drafts, so that will be a big moment in the fantasy football season for me. A lot of them are with this guy. One of the many losers that I'm going to play against this year.
My God,
One of the many.
Not this again. Didn't you almost lose first round in the guillotine league?
Oh, we should talk about that. But then what happened after I almost lost?
You almost lost first round.
And then I won.
And then I won. Got bailed out first round.
This is why you don't ever put your faith in Melvin Gordon. Ever. So I don't know what the Ravens are doing. But that's the topic we should talk about. Have you guys ever played a guillotine league before? Because I just did it for the first time last year. And what did I do, Tyler? I what?
You scammed out the final because of a heart attack. That's what you did.
Okay, I was not even in charge of the DeMar Hamlin situation in that league. But I got elected to split the pot in the finals.
Mm-hmm.
Split the pot in the finals. Uh-huh. Thank you. Thank you. You'd rather have Addison over Burks? Yeah, it's tight. The thing that I look at that separates it is the Vikings also have Hawkinson as a second option or a third option. The Titans don't really have anyone as a third option, so that could separate Burks between him and Addison as a wide receiver too, as well as the fact that Kirk is probably better than Tannehill. He's definitely better than Tannehill. So that is something that Addison has going for him, but it's just kind of personal preference in my opinion. But I get your point with Addison over Burks, that's for sure. I definitely can see it. Okay, let's look at it. I got 5 wide receivers, I got 2 running backs, and I got a quarterback. Okay. Let's take a look.
Why is Zay Jones not existing this year?
Zay Jones? That's because they got Calvin Ridley on the Jags.
Well, still, is he just...
He is very good. All right, Rashad Penny goes.
Where their wide receiver 1 last year?
He was not. Christian Kirk was. Although late in the year, he kind of cranked it up. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to handcuff Kenneth Walker with Zach Charbonnet, the Seahawks rookie. And that's kind of a decent strategy if you're going wide receiver heavy early on, because now I'm pretty much good with 2 decent running backs, hoping that Taylor plays, and then if Walker is hurt, then obviously I'll have Charbonnet to step in right after that.
My team would kill your team. Not even close.
Your team is very risky, I will tell you that.
Risky?
Risky.
What's one risk to it?
I am about to pick. I'm about to pick, and then we'll talk about it. And as you guys can tell, I have not taken a tight end yet. And the logic there is that, oh, and I'm up. Well, I'm going to now take a tight end. No, I'm not taking Firemouth. Firemouth can go. I'm not going to get it off. Oh, am I not up? What? Who did I take? I'm so confused. Oh, we are lagging today, boys. Okay. We're going to double up on running backs here. I panicked because I thought I was picking before when I went with Njoku. But we're going to go with Elijah Mitchell. I think I have 2 of the top backup running backs in the NFL in these last 2 rounds here, both of which are guaranteed to see volume on their offense, which is not always a guarantee with backup. And if you don't draft running backs early again, then that's probably an option that you would want to go with late rounds, is not going backups that you know won't play. Because at that point, you're filling your running back position with guys who aren't going to score many points anyways, so you might as well get ones that are guaranteed to get snaps. Alexander Buddy in the chat, Cup out rest of preseason with hamstring injury. Tyler's team equals trash.
Oh my gosh.
What are we thinking?
Oh my gosh.
What are we thinking?
Buddy says the one who auto drafted. Oh, let me see this. You have Cam Akers as your RB1.
Yeah.
I don't count Aaron Jones.
I don't count Aaron Jones
Yeah,
either. That's a valid point.
Mark Andrews, 3rd round. Oh my goodness. Oh my. What are they doing to you over at Whitewater there? Oh my. Brain's gone to mush. Oh, it's my crap. It's my turn.
Don't panic. Don't panic.
Oh, I panicked.
You have 10 seconds.
Zay Jones is mine. Yep.
Zay Jones is yours. That is pretty early for Zay Jones.
Nope.
Early. Who's still left? People are kind of dipping out at this point. We got Gavin still in here. We got Jackson. We have Will. Yes, Will. Tyler right next to me, Buddy. That's it. Back half the draw is pretty much out. Aaron Jones is going to be 10 times better than the RB you think he is. Do you have a response for that?
What?
Aaron Jones? Being 10 times better than the RB you think he'll be?
Oh my gosh.
Not buying it.
10 times 0 is still 0, buddy.
Good math joke. Good math joke. Raheem. Buddy, you got sniped out of Mostert right here at the 11-1. That's tough. That is tough. Tyler, if there's anything you could say to the people watching here.
I think
last live stream we got like 140 views. So essentially 140 people could hear anything that you have to say.
Okay. If that's the case, then I'm on the clock, Gage.
You are on the clock. Anyone on the Packers is undrafted or underdrafted right now. Right. Tyler, who are we taking?
I don't know.
You are not going to get it off.
Dude, who took Tank?
Tank 49 Bengers.
I was going to take Tank and gonna play it up. But
you can still talk about Tank if
okay,
you like. Well,
all I'm going to say is if you need any advice for drafting, I would say a great example to learn what not to do is just look at Alex_Buddy. Okay, whatever you see on that team is just what not to do, and that's how you lose the league right there. That's how your punishment contention. So just look at his players, look at his draft style, and do the exact opposite. You should be fine.
Wow. That's all I have to say. I'm going to stack David Njoku with Deshaun Watson. Definitely something you should be looking to do with a not very good tight end and a not very good quarterback. Holy. I essentially have back-to-back picks because we're on auto pick here. Oh, I don't know, you guys. I don't know. Why not just stack another Cleveland Browns receiver at this point? There would be a little bit more thought process if we didn't have 30 seconds and if we weren't trying to talk things through. But what can you do at this point? What can you do? We got 3 rounds left. So essentially, we're looking at quarterback, defense, kicker. Buddy's up, and then you're up. Quarterback, defense, kicker.
Oh, am I lagging? I should probably get tight end. Tight end, shouldn't I?
If you haven't already, you sure should.
I'm on the clock.
The old reception in the cabin isn't
Like I
exactly
always said,
like you always
Daniel Bellinger is the tight end to draft this draft. If you are drafting Bellinger in your fantasy football league, I don't know what you're doing. He is the sleeper of the year.
There you go. Heard it here. Heard it here. So, like, just looking across the list here, Dulcich, Higbee, Chig, Bellinger, Dalton Schultz, Freiermuth, Njoku, Evan Ingram. I don't see why any of these guys going in the 11th round minimum can't finish as good as Kittle, Pitts, Hawkinson, really literally anyone except Kelsey in my eyes. So I just don't see why you would take a tight end that early. Tig, we got a business call here from Alex, buddy. You're in charge. You're my client.
Oh, is that 10th place? Is that 10th place on the list?
Oh, Dubs. Romeo Dubs.
Yeah.
He's gone. He's gone. He went right after you. Okay. Later picks, you know? Good.
What do you have to say about your team? Okay, I feel like I've heard there's been some slander for your team, and some possible YouTubers have been talking some crap about it. So what do you have to say?
Well, the slander's been from you Snapchatting, texting me. I don't think I like it.
Buddy, the viewers aren't supposed to know that, okay? I mean, okay.
We have some serious controversy going on here.
And, how can you defend the team against the whole public watching this?
Well, all that I've heard on this live stream is the game Shaq. Shaq is just such a nutcase. Stack is big. My QB1 and my wide receiver 1 are just literally jerking each other off.
Bring up his team.
I gotta pick. Oh, actually, I'm gonna auto pick a kicker.
You have two.
The two clears, tight end 1 and 2. I have the second one. I'm okay with that.
You do have the Tua Tyreek stack. That might be scary.
Do you? Tua and Tyreek could be a good stack. That is absolutely right. Buddy, I'm not hating. I am not hating.
Oh, I'm hating. I mean,
Do I just get for fun? Absolutely.
I'm gonna get a free agent kicker.
This could make or break your season here. This mock draft kicker you go with.
Oh,
McPherson.
Where's Dicker?
Dicker.
Where's Dicker the kicker?
Isn't he a backup?
Cameron Dicker. There we go. Drafted.
I'm dead serious. Everyone thinks they're gonna suck. They're actually gonna be like I unfortunately agree with you. I also think they will be decent.
Who, the Packers?
Yeah. That's true. And I think that they do have a very winnable schedule and are in one of the worst divisions in the league. So.
You realize they're playing the Minnesota Vikings, okay? The Purple People Eaters, the Purple Defense, the Line, I mean, the Absolute Wall. Have you heard of these nicknames, buddy? They're not scoring a point on them.
Thank you. I don't know.
I'm going to be making around Milk Mile this year. That's all I know.
Yep. Yep. There you go.
I do respect that. It's not about winning, it's about not losing. So. I mean, the first through 3, they get hate. I mean, they get, walking around campus acting all cocky. There's some comments thrown out there. I don't want to get relegated, you know. Like it's not the Premier League out here, but if I stay in the middle of the pack, I get the invite to the next year's draft, and I'm back in the end, so it's all good.
There you go. That's true. If you win, you could scare away the competition.
Right, yeah. Like, you're just here to be somewhat decent so that people are like, yeah, he's okay. And we bring him back for the next year, you know?
Right. Fair point.
How many viewers would you have?
Kincaid, Goat. We're down to 3 now, nearing the end of the draft.
This is a better show from last stream, though, where it was just me putting in chats.
It was. That's valid. We were up to 10. We were up to 10 for quite a while. This is always a fun part. What are the teams rated? I'm looking at a C.
I'm looking at D+.
Well, A minus because you auto drafted and you did exactly what it wanted you to.
91.
When you do exactly what the system wants you to do, then you're gonna get a good grade. This is like common knowledge.
The rest of mine are all me. Buddy.
Projected standings. Let's take a look.
What's your number? 91. Oh, I'm 69, so that's game over right there. Hey, I just want to every pick after Aaron Jones and after all me.
Aaron Jones and after all you. That's true. Well, thank you for making it clear that Aaron Jones and you after.
Well, yeah, because that's a must. Every draft I'm in, I'm gonna have Aaron Jones.
Right. Absolutely right.
I'm not gonna lie, buddy. I laughed out loud at the snap he sent me. He called dumb nuts too. It's hilarious. Oh, I called it to his face. Like he knows I called him nuts. That is electric. Oh. So when are you back in town, man?
C minus. Well, yep. That's what we do. You want to take it away?
Yeah. Wait, is this the stream?
No, that's not the stream. I'm on the stream. You go ahead.
When you get back, you want to play some dice?
All right. Looking at the rosters here. We're going to take a look through every team quick. I'm going to give every team a quick rating. Starting with Gavin, love Jefferson. Stevenson's good. Mixon's going to be good. I like Hopkins. Miles Sanders could be okay. I like this team. He went with a pretty high upside tight end late. Quarterback, obviously, he waited, but you get another guy with upside in Daniel Jones. Ultimately, I think he executed a lot of the things that I talk about very well. He didn't waste an early pick on a tight end or on a quarterback, and I like that. So, Gavin, good job. Jackson, Chase, Waddle, Breece, Hawkinson, Burrow to start. He got the Burrow and Chase stack, which could be deadly. It could be really, really deadly. So that would definitely be a scary team to go up against, especially your defense. Waddle in the second round could be a bit of a reach. I don't love going with wide receiver 2s in the second round when there are all sorts of wide receiver 1 options that you can get later. Breece Hall, love him. Injury situation, Dalvin Cook situation could be a bit of an issue for Breece Hall. That's definitely something to worry about, or maybe to keep your eye on, not worry about. Hawkinson, I don't like the Hawkinson pick. I think wasting a pick on a tight end in a top 5 round is just not worth it. White, Pickens, yada, yada, yada. I think this team is okay. I think this is going to be a very high-scoring team on a lot of weeks, but built for the playoffs, I don't know about that. We're looking at Will's team here. Bijan, Najee, Olave, Pierce, Herbert. Essentially every single guy that the Fantasy Football Counselor loves. So if you watch Fantasy Football Counselor, you will obviously like this team, just like myself. He's got good RB depth. He's got some high upside young receivers. He's got a he's got a quarterback who has all sorts of upside this year with tons of offensive weapons, a high passing volume offense, and he didn't waste an early pick on a tight end. Obviously, it's hard for me not to like this team. This is probably going to be my favorite team out of all of them, including my own. Very nicely done. Team number 3. Sharps, I think this team was projected first. He went robust RB, completely I don't like Christian McCaffrey at all. Not at all worth a top 4 pick in my eyes. I think he's way too risky and unreliable. Josh Jacobs and Jahmyr Gibbs I do like, and I think they're going very appropriate spots. I love the robust RB strategy. Keenan Allen, if you've watched the stream before, you know the saying that goes along with Keenan Allen, and that's that he's old as dirt. But he is a PPR machine in the past, but this isn't the past. This is the present, so we'll see. Lamar's risky. I just feel like the receivers, for going robust RB, I love that strategy, but I think the receivers could have been better with what was still out on the board. And he waited for a tight end, which I love. So I think this is a really good effort, too. I really like the thought process there. Tyler Hadorf did the opposite, robust wide receiver, or zero RB, and he did get 3 good receivers. I don't think he missed on a pick, is what I'm saying. Hurts in the 4th round is very, very good. And then the running backs are obviously a crapshoot. To be honest, I think A-Chain is probably the best value by far out of the receivers or out of the running backs. So this is also going to be a very high-scoring team a lot of weeks, but I am not too excited about this team late in the season. Alex Buddy, Tyreek Hill, and A.J. Brown, 2 very good receivers. Mark Andrews, don't like going Mark Andrews early. You guys have heard me say that before. Don't waste an early round pick on a tight end if you don't get Kelsey. Aaron Jones and Akers. I like Akers in the 5th, but Aaron Jones in the 4th is early, very early for a guy in a committee. Unknown offensive scheme. I like Evans and I like Pacheco, and Tua is going to be a very good option late in your drafts, especially if you draft Tyreek Hill. So I like the stack, and I like a few of the running backs, but I think Andrews and Aaron Jones really ruin this team. Jace Julius, Travis Kelce in the 1st round. This is the team that got Kelce along with Mahomes, which is a very, very good stack. And honestly, it's probably my favorite stack in fantasy football, which is extremely underrated, which is kind of crazy to say that Mahomes and Kelce can be underrated. But no one thinks of them as a stack when you think about teams who are stacking positional players between pass catchers and passers. Tony Pollard in the 1st as their essentially only running back is a bit sketchy, along with Devonta Smith, a wide receiver 2 in the 3rd round. I love the stack between these two, but I don't love most of the other things. So I would say, I think just because of the positional advantage you get with Kelce, I will say it's an average team. Last word, we got Barkley, Wilson, Allen, London, Watson, Williams. I like this team a lot. But our brightness going down. We're running out of battery, so we'll speed things up. Barkley's good. Wilson's good. Allen's good. I like a lot of the guys on this team. I really do. And I like the guys on the team, but again, I feel like you got to get more than one running back in the first 5 rounds. This is a very good team, but could be very risky. And if Barkley gets hurt, if Williams doesn't play, the running back situation is rough. First and goal wannabe, Austin Eckler, don't love him. Henry, love. DK, don't love. Higgins, don't love. Pittman, love. Waited on quarterback, waited on tight end, that's good. Got some running backs early. I think this is a good strategy as to how you positionally want to draft your team, but I don't love the execution of who they went with. Myself, you've already heard me talk about my team, so I'm not even going to go through it. I like the players I got, but I don't necessarily love the format at which I got them. Eli Olsen, I don't even know if this team deserves to be talked about. He drafted 3 Bears players in the first 4 rounds and then left. He got Justin Fields in the 1st round. Pretty much a waste of time. Not very appreciative. And the Lions fan, Amon-Ra, CeeDee Lamb, ETN, got Kittle, got Lawrence, got a high upside. I don't even know if Kittle's a high upside. He's just going to be hit or miss. Tight end, pretty early. I don't love that. Lawrence, I love there. I love Amon-Ra. I like CD. I don't love ETN or Samuel. I just think there's not a lot of consistency between either of those guys. Laporte is a sleeper tight end, but you took him in the 8th round, and I think you could have taken him in the last round. So I think the running back situation is really bad. And I don't really understand the concept of drafting Kittle if you know that you're going to draft Laporta in the 8th round. So, not great. Could be worse. Other than the team that just tanked, I don't think any team is just awful. But I think my favorite team would have to be this third team here. With the structure, the execution, the guys, overall, I think that's a pretty solid way to go about your drafts. I went with going wide receiver heavy, and I like the guys that I got, but I don't necessarily feel great about it. So, definitely a risky play. Did get a good stack with Cooper and Watson that could be okay, and David Njoku, but the running back situation is a bit sketch, especially with Walker hurt right now, Taylor doing who knows what right now. We'll see what happens. But essentially, that's all I got. If you stuck around this long, I appreciate it. Make sure to subscribe. Continue to comment below anything you guys want, whatever you want to talk about, whatever questions you got, you can always ask. I'm going to be here the back half of August. I'm going to be grinding nonstop on these drafts, on the content. So let me know what you guys want to see. I got my drafts just under 2 weeks from now. So I'm ramping it up for this season, to say the least. So that's all I got for this live stream. Appreciate you guys watching. Appreciate you participating. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, you guys.